Okay, so I've just been thinking, and I saw a comment on Facebook earlier, and I was like, oh, someone commented about the fact that I made a comment about my daughter learning about feminism and how she's not a feminist, but she thinks she is, or she's learning about it. And I'm about to tell you now, I was doing some thinking. Everyone's blaming the government for the state of England and the state of the world, but basically English talk about England. But England is in the state that it is because of feminism. Bold statement, but true, I think. I believe. It's my belief. Feminism is not a civil rights movement. It's a civilizational solvent. At its core, feminism is not about women flourishing as women. It's about women being trained to despise the very structures that made society stable. Marriage, hierarchy, motherhood, sexual complementary, restraint is not liberation, it is gender mutiny, a quiet rebellion against nature dressed up as justice. England is the clearest autopsy. For decades, English women were told that submission was slavery, motherhood was a trap, dependence was humiliation, and the home was a prison. They were promised transcendence through careers, status, sexual freedom, and state-approved independence. What they got instead was exhaustion, antidepressants, loneliness, and the cold panic of a fertility window slamming shut. And men were not elevated, they were neutered. Authority was pathologized, leadership rebranded as toxic, masculine risk-taking punished, the male duty to provide and protect replaced with HR trainings, diversity audits, and a family court system that treats fathers as optional donors. Unsurprisingly, men withdrew, prime example. We withdrew from marriage, from ambition, from responsibility, from women. They retreated into pornography, gaming, betting apps, and quiet despair, not because they are weak, but because the rules are rigged against them, and everyone knows it. It's just like the elephant in the room. This is where the lie becomes grotesque. England's birth rates collapsed, not because of economics, not because of housing, not because of immigrants, but because of feminism. Feminism convinced an entire generation to opt out of reproduction. Children were framed as obstacles to self-actualization, marriage as a risk with no upside, men as liabilities, and the result, an aging population, empty prams, silent schools, and a demographic vacuum. And nature hates a vacuum. Immigration didn't cause England's instability. It was imported to cover feminism's arithmetic failure. When native women stopped having children, the state replaces them. Then the media pretends the resulting social fragmentation is a mystery. Communities fracture, trust evaporates, parallel cultures form, and the public is told to blame racism for noticing. Everyone is angry because everyone has been lied to. Women are told empowerment should feel good, but it doesn't. The data is merciless. Female happiness has declined steadily since the sexual revolution. Anxiety and antidepressants use amongst professional women has exploded. Menopause meets regret. Achievement meets emptiness. The applause fades and there's no one at home. Men are told they are privileged but feel disposable. Told to respect women while being legally and socially fucking raped by them. Disposable and pick and choose. That's not the men that pick and choose. They're told to provide without authority, protect without honor, sacrifice without legacy. And children, the few that exist, are raised by screens, institutions, and therapists. Because the adults are too fucking fragmented to form families. What makes this rot terminal is the feminism now wears every uniform. It isn't just the left. Conservatives clap like trained seals for female MPs, female soldiers, female police officers, female pastors, fucking never asking whether equal access has become ontological confusion. Christians repeat secular mantras about strong women without defining strength. Fathers train daughters to fight men in cages but can't explain why marriage rates are, collapsing. Everyone gestures at virtue while sawing off the branch that they're standing on. England isn't collapsing because it's cruel. It's collapsing because it forgot what women are for, what men are for, and what families are for. A society that tells women to reject motherhood will die. A society that tells men they are unnecessary will decay. A society that treats children as lifestyle will not survive. You don't fix England by scapegoating immigrants. You fix it by telling the truth. And the truth is feminism cannot survive. There is no nation without families. No families without mothers. No mothers without honour. No honour without order. And order begins when a civilization has the courage to say some roles are not interchangeable. Some differences are not oppressive. And some ideologies are not compatible with survival. Recovery will not come through policy alone. It will come through repentance, cultural, moral, and spiritual, through men who led without apology, and through women who embraced femininity without shame, through marriage, children, sacrifice, and duty. Not comfort, not slogans, and not empowerment. Civilizations are not saved by feelings. They are saved by truth. And truth is rarely gentle, because you call it something nicer. The truth is the truth.